Hello, my dear learners. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my dear students. Welcome back to my channel. Here I am again with another interesting video of explanation, a poem which is from your textbook Honeycomb. That is Squirrel. Yes, children. A beautiful, a cute, and a naughty squirrel. And it has written by Yambi Armstrong. Yes. The writer, the poetess, not poet, she is poetess. She was born on November 11th, 1930 in Brooklyn, New York. And she died on just 2 years before, February 20, 2017, and when she died she was at the age of 86 and she died in US. This is little bit information about poetess of Squirrel poem. Here brief idea about biography of M.B. Armstrong. Her name is Mildred Bowers, earned her bachelor degree from Northwestern University in 1923. She completed her bachelor degree in 1923, children, and she also studied in Mount Holyoke College, the University of Chicago, and also she studied in the University of Wisconsin. And she titled her first volume of poetry Twist O Smoke after the pseudonym she used in college. Twist O Smoke won the 1928 LA Younger Poetess Prize and also published by LA University Press. When she has written her first poetry and she has given the name Twist O Smoke, that was published. That was became very famous and she got a prize for her first poetry in 1928 and it was published by LA University Press. And Bowers also published verse in periodicals under her married name Mildred Armstrong. This is little bit biography, little bit information about her professional life. Now, children, let's move for the beautiful poem, one of the short poem from your textbook, and it is very short as you are seeing on your screen. This is only the poem. The title of the poem is Squirrel. Yes, it is not squirrel, it is squirrel. And the spellings are SQUIRREL. This is the right spelling and right pronunciation of the word squirrel. It is one of the beautiful, one of the cute, one of the naughty animal which I love the most. And here the poem is: he wore a question mark for tail, an overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play, and if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. This is the poem. Children, the poetess went to a garden where she has seen a beautiful squirrel, a naughty squirrel, a small squirrel which was playing around a tree. When she started to observe that animal, she started observing as well as imagining in a different way that animal, and that imagine she has wrote it in the poem. Yes, when she has seen the squirrel, she started to imagine the squirrel in different way. First observation of the squirrel is he wore a question mark for tail. Children, she related its tail to the grammatical option, that is question mark. punctuation mark, question mark. Yes, she related this tail of squirrel with the punctuation mark in the English, that is question mark. Don't you think it is very relatable? See here in the next page. Yes, see the beautiful picture of the squirrel. When it sat here, as you can see here, it sits here and just observe the tail of the squirrel. How it is? Yeah, it is exactly like question mark, twisted from upwards, so it is raised also, so it looks exact like question mark. That's why the reason poetess used here this question mark to describe the tail of the squirrel. I hope you are understanding. Next line is an overcoat of grey. Children, the squirrel sat here and eating nuts also, very cute manner. As you can see here, the fur of squirrel, fur in a sense the upside, the back hairs of the squirrel, it is in color of grey, as you can see, and it is little bit loosened also. So, and it is a chubby kind of animal. So, because of this observation, the poet has used the word overcoat of grey. The color of the squirrel is grey and it is the fur, the overcoat, in a sense the fur of the squirrel has related to the overcoat. Yeah. Next, third line is, he sat up straight to eat a nut. Children, the poet is observing very keenly this animal, and when she was observing the squirrel was sitting straight on the tree. Why it was sitting straight on the tree? See children, on your screen also, how the squirrel is sitting on the tree to eat what? Yes, to eat nuts by sitting straight like humans. Yeah, like humans only this animal is eating the nuts. Here also in this picture also you can see this eating squirrel the nuts. And in the fourth line of the poem, he liked to tease and play. Yes children, this is one of the naughtiest animal which loves to tease the humans, not only humans, to other animals also, and it loves to play in the garden like small children. We can consider it as a small children, human babies, same as it is. It plays, it teases, it loves to do it. Yeah. So here when poetess was sitting and watching the squirrel was eating the nuts by sitting straight on the tree, and also the squirrel was liked a lot to play around the tree, and also it likes to tease, to irritate. Yes, like naughty children. Next, like you also children. And if we ran around his tree, yeah, now the poet tries. Human beings are very curious to disturb the animals, or not only disturb, to love them by taking in their hands. So here when the poetess tried to catch the squirrel, that time if we tried to go around its tree where the squirrel was playing, if we tried it, then what it does here? It went the other way. It never comes in our hand. Children, you tried once, you try, maybe it once you try, when you are seeing a squirrel which is playing and it runs very fast, children, very fast, within seconds of fractions it goes out of our eyes. Yes, when the poetess has tried to catch the squirrel, then what it does? It went from the other side. Very beautiful observation of the poetess, which she observed by seeing the squirrel, and she related the squirrel with the lot of other things like question mark, like small children, babies of the human, whatever it is. Very, very beautiful explanation, very beautiful poem which has been written by the M.B. Armstrong. Here also you can see another picture of the squirrel, same question mark kind of a tail. This is a small summary of the poem. The poet saw a squirrel sitting on a tree and eating nuts. Yes, children. Another time I'll explain it by reading the summary also. It will be better to you to understand very easily. First line, when poet has seen a squirrel which was sitting on tree and which was eating the nuts, small nuts. Its tail was raised upwards with the tip pointing downwards. That is the reason the poet is related and describes as question mark. Why? Because it was raised from upwards and it was tip pointing from the downwards. Yeah. Thus the tail seemed to be a making question mark. Yes, that is the reason why the poet used here question mark, because it was raised from upside and it was little bit tip pointing towards the crossed towards the downwards. And the skin, the cover, the fur of the squirrel is loose, so that's why she called it, and the color of fur is grey, that's why she called it as an overcoat of grey. In order to eat a nut, it was sitting straight. Squirrel is funny little animal that likes to play with human beings. Yes, whenever it wants to eat nuts, then it sits straight and it eats like human beings. And it is very funny, very naughty animal which loves to play with the human beings and which loves to tease the human beings. If human beings ran around his tree, the squirrel would not be frightened. Yes, when we people tries to catch it, it will be not afraid. Because of afraidness, it doesn't go far from us, because to tease us, that's why it goes. Yeah, this is the reason. But we are thinking that it is going because of ourselves, because of afraidness of our. Yeah, but it is not like that. We think like that it is afraiding to us, but it is not like that. It loves to tease us and it loves to play with us by teasing us. To do so, it would also run round the tree, but from the opposite side. How it teases us? It go far and it again it comes and again it goes. Sometimes if we try to go around its tree, then what it does here? It goes from the other side of or opposite direction of the tree. Yeah, it is like a small child who loves to play, who loves to tease the humans. Yes, I hope children you all understand this poem. And here in this poem we don't have difficult words, so that's why I haven't given. If you found any word difficult, then you can search and write the meaning of them. While explaining, I said also, if you not got, then you search and write the words meaning. Thank you so much children for watching this video.